the king of Iron Fist Tournament. Enter the Tekken.
Hello everyone, it's Blazer here, and it's time to reveal my Christmas presents, which I know I'm a little bit late into that now, considering it's the day before the new year, but hey, I gotta do it, and it's about time I show off what I had for Christmas this year. Before I talk about how this year's been, and also what I've purchased this month, which isn't much. Yeah, so here it is. You're staring at the one thing I've wanted this year, and that is the next game console upgrade, and this is the PlayStation 5. And I've gotten the original PlayStation 5, which has the disc drive. As you can see here, I got the disc drive for it, and the DualSense that it came with. The PlayStation 5 DualSense. And I've had a play around with the PlayStation 5 for the past couple of days. So I wanted to get a feel for it and get used to how it feels, and also to set up the PlayStation 4 and accessories which I still have right here. Yep, and I've been testing out a few of my PlayStation 4 accessories and to see if they still work, and yeah, some of them still work pretty well. Yep, I really like the new DualSense controller. It's really fantastic. I got the PlayStation 4 DualShock 4, or at least the third-party ones there, if I want to play PS4 games with it. And you probably want, and the game I bought with the PS5, here it is. Tekken 8. This is what I got with my PlayStation 5, and I decided with the 5th PlayStation game console, why don't I get a Tekken game? Because when I got my original PlayStation back in 1998, I had a Tekken game with it, and it was Tekken 3. This is what I had with my very first PlayStation when I was a little kid. I was 10 years old when I had the PlayStation 1. The very first game we had with it, Tekken 3. So I used to play it over friends' houses, used to talk with school friends about it. We even played it in game shops that had it up. Like, it was just Tekken. It was a fighting game that was 3D, and it was super fun, and we all enjoyed it. And when I got the PSOne, yeah, me and my brothers all sat down around on my new PlayStation, and we all had fun with it. It also introduced me to the realm of CD-ROM game consoles. There it is, still in its pristine glory. Yeah, still in all its glory. And it still works pretty well. And eventually, we started getting the other Tekken games. We had Tekken 2 as well, and we used to have Tekken 1, but eventually we solved it. I'll need to get Tekken 1 again. And now, as of this video, I also have the other Tekken games. Tekken 2 on PS1, which also included a point-blank demo, which we sadly got rid of. Tekken Dark Resurrection on PSP. Tekken 7 on PlayStation 4. Tekken Hybrid, which included high-definition versions of Tekken Tag Tournament 1, I think it was. The demo of Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and the movie Tekken Blood Vengeance. Good film. It's alright. Tekken Tag Tournament 2. And of course, the Tekken movie. Yeah. So it was a good opportunity for me to go back in time to witness Tekken. And yeah, Tekken 3 was the game I remember the most fondly, because we all spent time playing it. We were trying to unlock all the characters. We were watching all the endings. We loved all the endings. See like what happened with the fates of each of the characters after winning the arcade game as them. And we all worked together to try and beat Tekken Force Mode, which was really difficult. Which still, as an adult, it's still relatively hard. Like, guaranteed, we're not masters of Tekken 3. We're not Tekken experts or anything, because it's been ages since we've played a Tekken game. Since this game on PS1, and also my bro had Tekken 4 on the PS2 as well. Which it wasn't too bad. But compared to Tekken 3, this was Tekken at its finest. Like, it was more better than the arcade. It had more features. It had more characters. It had everything. It was so brilliant. And now I've gotten Tekken 8 for the PS5 to go with my new PlayStation 5 system. And this is going to be an unboxing, so might as well just unbox the game. Alright. Let's unwrap the game. This game earned like best fighting game this year. Earned the award for best fighting game, and yeah, it rightfully deserved it. And oh, it's so tough doing this in one hand, but oh well, here we go. Let me just put this in the bin. Alright, here we go. Here is Tekken 8 for the PS5. Got the PlayStation 5 version of this game. Looks great. Shows Kazuya and Jin. Yeah, looks great. There's the label and there's the back. Fist meets fate. Get ready for the next battle. Yeah. New game, new rivalry. A fighter for a new generation. And it is. In many ways. And that's because Street Fighter 6 started out like the whole next generation fighters for the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles. And Tekken 8 was ready to follow from it. And both fighting games have really started out the next round of fighters really well, and I can't wait to dig deep into this one. Yeah, that was the Bandai Namco code, which I'm not going to show, but here it is, and here's the game. Awesome. Here's the disc. I can't wait to install and get ready to start playing. Have a couple of rounds on it. Beautiful. And I've heard now that they've released their DLC characters, which includes... Oh boy, I'm going to regret this, saying this. Clive Rossfield from a Final Fantasy game. Seriously, are they that desperate to throw a Final Fantasy character in like that? Come on, really? Final Fantasy character like him doesn't belong in Tekken. Come on. A Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII would have made the most sense to have. Not that character. Please. Final Fantasy 16 wasn't that good of a game anyway. Alright. I'm only gonna buy the DLC just so I can beat the crap out of them and tell them to fuck off of Tekken and never show up in another Tekken game again. Jeez. Right. Alright, so here it is. That's Tekken. That's Tekken 8. Just put the sleeve back in. So let's have a look at some of the other stuff that I had for Christmas. Oh yeah, that's what I purchased. I'll talk about that in a moment. The other thing I had for Christmas is Dementium the Word on the Nintendo DS. I've been interested in trying to locate a copy of Dementium the Word because I already have the original Dementium. I have the second Dementium game on the DS. DS. I'll show you it now quickly. Right, here it is, my DS collection. Yeah, can you see it there? Dementium 2, that's Dementium 2 right there. I have a copy of Dementium 2 and I've really enjoyed Dementium 2. And I've always been wanting to find the original Dementium, which I now have. the original Dementium is now considered like a massive collectible game on the DS, because there was a 3DS version that I downloaded from the eShop on the 3DS, Dementium Remastered, which was an updated version of the original game, which was this, but it's the updated version. But because the eShop is shut down, the price tag of the original Dementium game shot up ridiculously. Like, you'd be lucky to even find a cheaper copy of this for like £40. But the common price for this game now is like 70, 80, or worse, 100 or maybe £150 for a copy of this, depending on where you're looking at it. Yeah, so it's considered now a collectible. And this is the PAL region release of this game, where it's got the complete red cover of the game. Not the cover that has like that human face thing that's around the screen. Like, you see, you're still seeing a title screen though. And here's my copy of the game. It doesn't include the instructions, sadly, but still an advertisement of all the Nintendo DS games. And the health and safety sleeve. And it still has the cartridge. Whoop. I've only played like a couple of hours of it, the first couple of chapters. Like, I'm on the I think chapter 12-ish, something. But I'm just retrying or something. Yeah. And so far I'm doing pretty well at it. So I'm really happy that I've gotten this now, because I'm searching through the entirety of the Nintendo DS library of all the first-person shooter games that are available on the DS platform. And I think I now have perhaps maybe 8 of them or 9 of them. I'd count, but nah, I'm not going to bother. Alright. So the PS5 and Tekken 8 were the three major. So the PS5, Tekken 8, and Dementium the Ward were the things I really wanted. And now it's something for a spare, which is a wireless headphone. Yeah, seriously, I recently picked up a wireless headphone set. Like a few months back, like a month or so back, which I was using it for boosting sessions with other people, and now I got a spare one. Yeah, nothing to say on this. It's just a spare wireless headset. Yeah. Which means that if you want to, you know, have conversations with your buddies without wires getting in the way and such, yeah, it's there. Yeah, and I'm sure it's going to have all the usual connections and stuff. Yeah, I'm only just going to show it off on this camera, like that, because I've already got like enough headsets I'm working with. I got like something like 3, maybe 4 or 5 headsets, but we'll see what we got. Right, headset itself, the USB so I could plug it in, and so I could plug it in. And it's got, yeah, and it's got the wired cable to charge it up, as well as a wired cable to charge it up. Yeah. As well as that, the instructions. Yeah. It's all that. It's basically just all of these. It's the same thing if I bought, and yeah, like a couple of months back. It's just only there for a spare in case I need it. That's its only purpose. But because I got a couple of these now, I'm gonna have to start like maybe getting rid of one or two of my older headphones that are falling apart or becoming useless. I'll go through them. And during the week, maybe. So yeah, that's about all there is to say about that one. Nothing really much to say. Alright, now then, it's time we bring up the one thing that I've been buying this week, and that is, I would say the only thing I bought this month. Okay, jump cut. Sorry about that. But my 2DS ran out of battery, so I had to charge it up and continue recording after giving it like a couple of more minutes of charge. I should have done some charging up before filming. Oh, damn it. Oh well, never mind. But anyway, now we're going to what I bought this month, in which I only bought one thing this month because, well, I got several things to be doing. Things which I'll talk about shortly. But either way, I bought something, and it's just only a demo disc, and it is the PlayStation demo disc Volume 2 Disc 12, PlayStation UK Magazine Volume 2 Disc 12, which includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playable demos and 7 videos. No, wait a minute. 4 playable demos, 1 Net Eurose game, and 2 videos. Oh yeah, including this game on the front cover. So in other words, there's 6 games on this disc. Wow. Which include Actor Soccer 2, Judge Dredd, Actor Soccer 2, which is a soccer game, football game, whatever. There's Judge Dredd, a light gun shoot 'em up, Formula Karts, a racing game, Roscoe's Go McQueen, a character action game, Discworld 2, a point and click adventure game, and Eurose Bouncer 2, which is a Net Eurose game, which is one of those indie games. Yeah, indie games before independent development companies started taking off. And there's videos for Cool Borders 2, and there's a video for Gran Turismo. Yeah, it's a demo disc I bought back. And one of these things that have become collector's value items. Where these demo discs, where back in the day, demo discs allowed you to see like what games were coming up. And you can be allowed to check out, was it one level, or at least a segment of what of a game that was coming up, to see what the game was going to be like. and it's either a good game or a bad game. And usually these ones were actually pretty decent, as they give you a taste of the final of what the game's going to be before the final product comes out. And they were pretty nifty back then. Which today these demos exist. They usually go for like a fortune nowadays. And today demos, or more or less betas or alphas, usually just come as beta testing to see like what the online's going to be like. Or to see if what the feedback is for the gameplay system of what's coming up that you have to download online. Yeah. Yeah, that was something. So yeah, that's the only thing I bought this month. So yeah. And this is the 12th one, and I used to remember this demo disc a fair time. My brother and I going through disc world 2. And eventually when we got the light gun, I did play the Dodge Dread 2, the Dodge Dread demo. And having a lot of fun with it. And eventually bought the full game after. Yeah, it was something alright. So yeah, but this is my Christmas presents alongside what I purchased this month, and is my PlayStation 5. Yep, I'm happy with what I got. I'm happy with the PlayStation 5, and I'm happy with how it's working and how I got it all set up. I got my PlayStation 5 all set up, and most of my PS4 games work. And I have got a disk drive, so I can be able to plug and slot in my PS4 games I've gotten currently. And sorry, just yawning there. But the only exceptions of PS4 games I can't get working is the PS4 version of Fortnite, Hitman Go Definitive Edition, which I've already platinum trophied, so that one's not a big deal. Wasn't there another game on the PS4 which I already have? Oh yeah, that's it. The Playroom. That's it. The Playroom doesn't work on the PS5 because that's a game that is built into the PlayStation 4. So that's a game that's meant to be played on the PS4, not a PS5. So no big deal. Those ones are no big deal for now. Fortnite's not a big deal right now, so I'm not playing that game for now. But I'll likely do the PS5 version of Fortnite and get that sorted out. And any PlayStation 4 games for full versions of games I've gotten on the PS4, or I'll be playing that work on the PS5, I'll do those. Then I'll do the PS5 versions if they are available, if I enjoy them or not. Yeah. So, what's my revolution for this year? And what did I think of 2024? 2024 wasn't a bad year for me. Like, I didn't get off too much. But I did do a fair bit of stuff. But in terms of trophy progression, holy crap! Trophy progression was just did I get off to a massive start in trophy progression? Like, no shit, I got off insanely well in terms of trophy progression. Like, the amount of platinum trophies I must have earned is insane throughout this year. But then again, to be fair, I was getting a lot of these shovelware games out of the way, and also I did get into like a boosting session with the Battlefield games, with the PlayStation 3 Battlefield games, and I tried to get as much as I could out of the way. I may have bought a new controller, but I've yet to start a review on that, on this Swictom controller. Yeah, I need to do one on that. I need to get started on more game review stuff. Yeah, because I've been lacking it in terms of that. But I started working on my top 10 Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance game lists. I'll have them done, and then after those are done, I'll start working on the games of 2024 that were best, worst, and most disappointing. Yeah, so you're gonna have to give me some bit of time to get into the foot of things. So, yeah. So, yeah. Now, one last thing I do need to mention is what consoles I'm going to be going after next. Now, I know I said I've gotten a Game Boy Advance, the original, but now I need to get one that has got the backlight. I want to get backlight. I want to either get this thing, get the backlight onto this Game Boy Advance if I can. Or if not, I'm going to track down a Game Boy Advance on eBay like this that has backlight installed into it, so I can play my Game Boy Advance games on it. Yeah, so that's going to be one thing. And I found one Game Boy Advance model that has backlighting on it that is sold on eBay, so, and there's plenty of those on eBay that I can find, so that's not a big deal. I'm going to need to start saving up money on those. I'd also to save up for a PlayStation Vita so I can set that up for trophy collecting on PlayStation Vita games that I've got. So I need to start finding a PlayStation Vita that will play PlayStation Vita games that will not work on the PlayStation TV system, which I got over there. You won't be able to see it very well, but that's the PlayStation TV right there. So that's gonna be another goal of me. And also another goal is I want to pick up the other Tekken games. I've got all these other Tekken games right here. I've got Tekken 3, Tekken 2, I got Tekken Dark Resurrection, I got Tekken 7, Tekken Hybrid, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Tekken Hybrid, Tekken the Blu-ray movie. Yeah, I want to collect the rest of the other Tekken games and start playing them. Which I've only played them for like, 10, 15, all those new Tekken games I started buying recently. I played them for like 20 or so minutes to see if they're working. And on Tekken 8, I'm going to buy the DLC, and also the same for Tekken 7. I'm going to buy all the DLC. I'm going to buy the DLC for all the characters and start playing through arcade mode as them all. Start unlocking all their all the content and shit. So that's about all as much I can say for this video. So 2024 was good, was a decent year, but it could have been so much, especially for gaming, which 2024 was not a great year for games. And you're gonna, when I get to work on my top 10 lists of games of 2024 that I'll have up, yeah, you'll start seeing why. But for now, this is gonna do for me for this video. So I hope you all enjoyed it. And I'll see you all again in the new year. So take care of yourselves. Hope you all had a nice, fantastic Christmas. And I'll see you all again soon in the new year. Happy New Year, everyone.